Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the Object 261, the Tier 10 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Erlenberg, and it's under the command of Photobomber of DU... Is that DUL? Or DUU? Anyway, or DUL, I think it is, yes. Game on! Well, this is the old version of Erlenberg, of course, because this was a replay received prior to the changes in 2.0, 2.0 I should say. And you can see in this game, it's 2 Arty, a Conqueror gun carriage and Object 261. Now, it didn't show the equipment before the start of the game, but I'm sure that we'll get that from Photobomber when he can. Now, we platooned with a Gorilla 15, which should be a bit of fun because, of course, he's going to spot a few enemies for us and we should be able to get some damage. And look at this, 2 enemy tanks together at the same time in a rather awkward position. And the Striv takes the first hit. Yes, when the enemy does that, when they put 2 tanks together, it just makes it much easier for Arty to get a lot of damage. Now, the Gorilla 15, which is actually playing as our platoon mate, is over on the other side of the map, actually. He's over on the west side of the map. So, for the moment, we haven't got anything. But these 2 keep sticking together. And, well, the Bosch almost went out of the game there. Almost. He's only got 66 hit points left. You can see the impact point for the Striv. And, in fact, the Bosch 155 did go down to our 121. The Striv is, well, he could potentially go down the next shot if we can get it onto the target. And if he stays there, he is going to get hit. And he is, but he doesn't go out. He misses by 68. And in fact, the Conqueror gun carriage gets the kill shot from that one. Okay, so that was a good start to the game because he's already picked up 1,242 hit points off 2 enemy tanks that he's struck. Okay, 2 targets here, 60 TP, and just behind that wall is a 113. Okay, that one landed against the wall, so he didn't get anything other than stun and a bit of damage, 673 hit points. But the Conqueror gun carriage provides us with 343 of stun assist by planting around on the same target. And you notice that Photobomber is doing the correct thing. He's marking his target to tell the Conqueror gun carriage what he's going to go for. And that, of course, gives him a chance to aim for the same target and get the benefit. Rounds out. Well, that one damaged the 113 instead. Only 109, but the 60 TP is no longer a viable target because he's gone behind the walls. Okay, so we're changing position here. I would say that actually going up the east side of the map does sometimes provide a benefit because you can shoot between the buildings on the other side of the river. But in this case, there's only a batch at 25 ton holding back a horde of enemy tanks. And so it's probably a better idea to leave this area and go over to the west side of the map. And I'm hoping that the Conqueror gun carriage notes that, because if he doesn't, he could end up losing out. Now, going back to the cap area, we've actually made it more difficult. And in fact, our back chat's changed position altogether. And now we've got this leopard here. Fortunately, he moves out the way before that shell arrived. But the 60 TP was behind him. Well, he might have been hurt by that. No guarantee. In fact, the Conqueror gun carriage has noticed the problem. And he's actually making his way over to this side of the river as well. Here's our platoon mate in the Gorilla 15. It looks like he's possibly going to have to move up if he wants to get some damage. Can't sit on the red line for all the time. Oh, juicy target. 60 TP. Low on hit points. Rounds out. Direct hit. Good shot. You can see where the enemy Arty are because they're kind of revealing themselves in that picture. Exactly where they are. One off is on the right side of the river. The other one just on the over the crossing. The 60 TP is asking for it, and I'm hoping that the Conqueror gun carriage will actually aim at him as well. But no, he's not going to have to because the 60 TP is out the game. Now, it's a good job we did move because if you look at the mini-map, the enemy has made their way down the east side of the map. And if we'd stayed where we were, we would be dead because the enemy would have spotted us and killed us. The back chat is still playing defensive. We do have a DBV-152 and he could be useful. Gorilla moving up, so that's going to help. And if the Conqueror gun carriage joins us over here, then we can actually defend the cap area, provided our teammates can actually give us spots on the enemy. In fact, there is a spot on the enemy. There's their Batchat 25 ton. Just over from the tree line. Round south. Looks good. Very good. 321. And he got 390 from stun assist straight away. So far, Photobomber, 2,243 hit points of damage and 1,091 of stun assist. It's a good battle. Now, although the tank drivers have said that they like the changes that have been made on Erlenberg, I'm not so sure actually. For Arty players, it's not so good. In my view, it's far worse because there are so many places now the enemy can hide from the Arty. We've got one round of stun HE left. He decided to have a short load. And there's the Foch. One round out and, well, he got a hit and he got stun assist straight away as well. And the Foch goes down whilst he's stunned. And yes, Photobomber picks up the benefit. So now he's potentially on an ace tanker. Potentially, I say, because he's got 2,662 stun assists so far. And there's the 113 he hit earlier in the game. You can see he has got the mark showing that he was fired at. And there was an impact. Well, the enemy's in full rout. There's only 5 left on their team. And they're actually retreating on the east side of the map as well. We're almost loaded. Gonna try and put a round into this 113. Rounds out straight away. And, oh, direct hit next to the engine deck. Very good, very accurate shooting. And that shot actually tracked the 113 in place. Looking around for targets, we've got the DBV-152. There's only 3 enemies left now. We're running short on ammo, so to speak. Well, 7 rounds left. And the Object 261 goes down, which means now it's just the DBV-152 on the enemy team left. And there he is. He's just been rammed by our DBV-152. Now, let's see. Can we get some damage? We've got the right ammunition this time. And look at that. He got the kill with the last shot. His is the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for Photobomber of DULI. Actually, I missed out that DULI on the Object 261. He managed to get a bruiser medal by getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 10 in this one. He also got a Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. His win rate was 4,113, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage, but he did come close to it, because the highest damage was the DBV152, who managed 4,884 hit points of damage. That guy got a Piscucci's medal because he killed both enemy SPGs. And in second place, it's Photobomber with 3,493 hit points of damage. And in third place, it was the 121 on his team with 3,313 hit points of damage. You can see the Gorilla 15 on our team. Well, I think he might have been a newbie, because he didn't score any damage or any kills, and he only got 523 XP for taking part. Well, it does happen sometimes, and people do platoon for the reasons they just want to get a bit of extra XP from their platoon mate, and I think the Gorilla 15 probably did that in this case. When it came to kills, top scorer was in fact a DBV152 with 5 kills, but in joint second place, Photobomber got 2 kills alongside the Heshbon, the FP4005, and on the enemy team, their 113 got 2 kills as well. And when it came to base XP, he's in second place again, this time with 965. The DBV152 scored over 1,000 base, 1,049, the only one to get over 1,000. 956 in third place was the 121. He fired 14 rounds, so he didn't even blow all of his ammunition. He had 6 rounds left at the end of the game, and that last round that he fired actually did wipe out the enemy DBV152 with a splash right behind him. 8 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations, but 16 splashes. 3,493 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 9 in the enemy, killed 2, so there's the Confederate, and he got 2,662 hit points of stun assist off 11 stuns, and that was the ace tanker. On a premium counter, he made 37,714 credits profit from the game, and he got 37 bonds out of it as well, 30 for an achievement, 7 for being tier 10. And 10,135 experience points as well, with 8,688 of that being for mission completion. So a solid game in the Object 261 before they made the changes. Of course, now it's a little more difficult on Erlenberg because there's so many more places that the enemy Arty can hide. And yeah, that makes it a lot more effort to actually get a win, especially when you're an Arty. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. It's not going to be easy to get ace tankers on Erlenberg in future, unless, of course, you know exactly where to go. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.